Making headlines this hour. Minister Amin urges immediate action to secure future global shipping and marine industries. Young Maldivians encouraged to join training program to build skills and engage in fisheries sector. And NDMA launches Hushiaru website to strengthen nationwide disaster preparedness and risk communication.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to PSM News in English with me, Abdullah Ahil. And now the news in detail. Minister of Transport and Civil Aviation Mohammed Amin stresses the crucial role of immediate action in securing the long-term prosperity and sustainability of the world's shipping and marine industries, stating that today's decision will fundamentally determine the future of the industry.
Speaking at the International Maritime Equipment Conference in Fuzhou, China, Minister Amin underscored the necessity of maximizing the benefits of the world maritime industry while simultaneously addressing existential threats, particularly climate change. The minister highlighted the disproportionate challenges faced by island nations due to climate change, calling for concerted global action to find sustainable solutions across all maritime stakeholders. Minister Amin specifically pointed to the work of the 21st Century Maritime Cooperation Committee, emphasizing its effort to protect the seas and increase economic returns. He noted that the practical implementation of the committee's decisions would yield significant benefits for all island nations, including the Maldives. Beyond immediate policy changes, the minister presented a forward-looking vision for maritime economic growth fueled by technological innovation. The conference involved discussions focusing on disaster prevention and mitigation related to climate change and marine resource management. Around 120 attendees participated, including members and advisors of the 21st Century Maritime Cooperation Committee, international organization representatives, foreign embassy officials, academics, and key business leaders in the field.
Young Maldivians with an interest in the nation's vital fisheries sector are being encouraged to seize a unique opportunity to participate in a comprehensive training program designed to cultivate their engagement and provide valuable skills.
The Ministry of Fisheries and Ocean Resources, under the initiative of President Dr. Mohamed Muiz, has opened applications for this program funded by the World Bank through the Transforming Fisheries Sector in Southwest Indian Ocean Region and Maldives project. This intensive 3-month training initiative aims to spark enthusiasm for a career in fisheries among the youth and integrate them into related activities. Beyond fostering interest, the program is committed to equipping participants with essential training and skills development opportunities within the marine sector. To be eligible, aspiring participants must demonstrate a genuine interest in working within the fishing industry, be under the age of 24, and not currently registered as fishermen. The program promises a dual learning experience, offering both technical insights into fisheries management and practical hands-on fishing opportunities. A key highlight will be the chance to learn traditional fishing techniques directly from experienced fishermen aboard one of the Maldives' prominent pole and line fishing vessels. Scheduled to run from November of this year through January of next year, participants will also receive a daily allowance during the training period. Applications are currently being accepted via email with a deadline of October 23rd for submission of the relevant forms. The inaugural session will welcome 5 young individuals new to the fishing profession.
We now bring you the call to prayer for Isha.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله اللهم رب هذه الدعوة التامة والصلاة القائمة آت محمدًا الوسيلة والفضيلة والدرجة الرفيعة وابعثه مقامًا محمودًا الذي وعدته وارزقنا شفاعته برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين وصلى الله على محمد وآله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين.
PSM ಗೆ ಟಿವಿ ಚಾನೆಲ್ ತಕ ರೇಡಿಯೋ ಚಾನೆಲ್ ತ ಮಿಹಾರು PSM Air ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ತಿಯ ಬೇಫ್ಲುನ್ನ ಹಿಲೆ ಬಲಾಲೆವೇನೆ ಅದಿ ಅಡುವ ಹಾಲೆವೇನೆ ದುನಿಯೆಗೆ ಕೊಮ್ಮೆ ತಾಗುಹುರೆಗೆ ಕೊಮ್ಮೆ ಗಡಿಯಕು PSM ಗೆ ಚಾನೆಲ್ ತ ಬಲಾಲುಮ ಅವಹ PSM Air app ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡ್ ಕುರವ್ವ ಮಿಹಾರು ಆಪ್ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಉನ್ನ ಗೂಗಲ್ ಪ್ಲೇ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ ಮಿ ಆಪ್ ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡ್ ಕೊಲ್ಲವೇನೆ
Welcome back to our English news program, where we return with the local headlines. The National Disaster Management Authority, or NDMA, officially launches a new digital platform, the Hoshiar website, dedicated to bolstering disaster preparedness and risk communication across the nation.
The unveiling took place at the NDMA's Vilunteri Fest, coinciding with International Crisis Risk Re-Education Day, and was presided over by the Minister of State for Defense, Aishat Safura. The Hoshiar website serves as a comprehensive resource designed to empower communities with vital information for safety and preparedness. It will deliver warning messages in multiple languages, offer practical guidance on mitigation measures, and provide access to awareness videos, posters, and technical information tailored for the education sector. The platform has been developed with inclusivity in mind, available in 5 languages, and accessible to individuals with special needs. NDMA Chief Executive Hisan Hassan emphasized the website's crucial role in achieving the Empowering Society to Respond objective outlined in the Disaster Risk Re-Education Strategy 2024 to 2030. Hisan further highlighted the platform's aim to establish early warning systems and disseminate technical information, contributing to the vision of a disaster-resilient Maldives. The development of the Hoshiar website was a collaborative effort supported by the NDMA, the United Nations Development Programme, or UNDP, and funded by the governments of Denmark, Luxembourg, and South Korea. In parallel, the NDMA is strengthening its partnership with the Maldives Red Crescent to further enhance the nation's resilience against potential disasters.
Visit Maldives Corporation, or VMC, successfully showcases the unique offerings of the Maldives at Asia's leading travel trade show, ITB Asia 2025, held at the Marina Bay Sands in Singapore.
VMC, together with 32 representatives from 20 co-exhibiting companies, highlighted the diverse and distinctive experiences the Maldives offers to the Asian market. VMC said, as a premier meeting place for the global travel industry, ITB Asia, held from the 15th to the 17th of October, served as an invaluable platform for the Maldives to strengthen its position as a leading destination, build new partnerships, and reinforce existing relationships with key regional players. The participation aimed to keep the Maldives top of mind for long-haul travelers while driving growth across various tourism segments. The Maldives was featured in a specially designed 99 square meter stand that captured the natural beauty and uniqueness of the islands. The stand was meticulously crafted to highlight the Maldives' key selling points and offer visitors an immersive brand experience. Throughout the fair, co-exhibitors and marketers engaged in scheduled meetings with travel professionals and connected with visitors to promote the destination. A strong focus remained on showcasing experiences that go beyond traditional luxury, including offerings for budget travelers, solo travelers, families, halal tourism, and honeymooners. Sustainability and conservation were also central themes at the stand, reinforcing the Maldives' commitment to protecting its pristine environment. VMC also highlighted the destination's visa ease, strong air connectivity, and world-class tailored luxury experiences. To create a more interactive experience, visitors were invited to pin their dream Maldives spots on a map, while VMC conducted a survey featuring promotional offers and giveaways. Participation at ITB Asia 2025 underscored Visit Maldives' ongoing strategy to maintain a strong presence in the region through integrated B2B and B2C promotional activities, including familiarization trips, roadshows, and participation in major international fairs. VMC continues to strengthen ties with leading tour operators and media across Asia and the Pacific, positioning the Maldives as one of the safest and most desirable holiday destinations in the world. Mohammed Louvaise, Maldives High Commissioner to Singapore, visited the Maldives stand during the event, reaffirming the government's strong commitment to expanding the Asia-Pacific market. The Asia-Pacific region remains a vital market for the Maldives tourism industry. As of August, the region accounted for 39.1% of total arrivals, with 477,623 visitors recorded.
Insights into business. Apple's 5-year deal for Formula One's U.S. broadcast rights gives both brands a major opportunity for growth in new directions and could ultimately lead to something bigger.
The agreement with Apple replacing Walt Disney's ESPN from 2026 will see Apple TV host all live action from Grand Prix weekends and has the potential to bring more people to Formula One through mobiles and apps.
You know, at Apple, we like doing things ourselves. We like building things. We start generally from scratch and build, and you know, that takes a little longer from that standpoint, but I think it lets us do things that are unique and special.
Select races and all practice sessions will be freely available in the Apple TV app. Apple TV subscribers can also access Liberty Media-owned Formula One's premium content without extra cost. No details were given of how much Apple paid to add F1 to Major League Baseball and soccer in their existing sports offering. Liberty Media recently acquired MotoGP owners Dorna Sports, while Liberty Global controls the all-electric Formula E Championship. There could also be further opportunities worldwide as other rights deals expire. According to a 2025 Global F1 fan survey, some 47% of new U.S. Formula One fans, those who have followed the sport for 5 years or less, are aged 18 to 24 and more than half are female. The United States now has 3 Grand Prix, and the Netflix docuseries Drive to Survive has turbocharged engagement in a country that the sport has failed to crack in previous decades.
BBVA Chairman Carlos Torres says he would not resign after the Spanish bank failed to convince Sabadell shareholders to back its hostile takeover bid.
The failure is seen as a personal blow for Torres, the architect of BBVA's $19.1 billion bid, who had previously tried and failed to achieve a tie-up between Spain's second and fourth largest banks in 2020. Meanwhile, Sabadell welcomed the failure of BBVA's bid and said both banks were better off apart. Shares in BBVA rose 5% while Sabadell fell 6.4%. Data from Spain's market supervisor shows BBVA had needed to secure the backing from owners of more than 50% of Sabadell shares, but shareholders tendered just 25.47% of voting rights. The low acceptance level came as a surprise to analysts and investors who were expecting a take-up of between 30% to 50%.
Updates on world events. A senior Hamas official tells that Hamas intends to maintain security control in Gaza during an interim period, adding he could not commit to the group disarming, positions that reflects the difficulties facing U.S. plans to secure an end to the war.
Hamas Politburo member Mohammad Nazzal also said the group was ready for a ceasefire of up to 5 years to rebuild devastated Gaza, with guarantees for what happens afterwards depending on Palestinians being given horizons and hope for statehood. Speaking to media in an interview from Doha, where Hamas politicians have long resided, Nazzal defended the group's crackdown in Gaza, where it carried out public executions of Israeli-funded gangs. He said there were always exceptional measures during war, and those executed were criminals guilty of killing. While Hamas has broadly expressed these views before, the timing of Nazzal's comments demonstrates the major obstacles obstructing efforts to cement a full end to the war in Gaza days after the first phase of the ceasefire was agreed. They point to big gaps between Hamas positions and U.S. President Donald Trump's plan for Gaza ahead of negotiations expected to address Hamas weapons and how Gaza is governed. Asked if Hamas would give up its arms, Nazzal said that he cannot give a definitive yes or no answer to the question, raising further questions on whom would Hamas hand over the weapons and why. He added that issues to be discussed in the next phase of negotiations, including weapons, concerned not only Hamas but other armed Palestinian groups and would require Palestinians more broadly to reach a position.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says he had a productive meeting with U.S. President Donald Trump at the White House, where the two leaders discussed security guarantees.
Zelensky said he held a call with European leaders after his talks with Trump and told reporters outside the White House that he trusts Trump's willingness to help put an end to the war.
We trust the United States. We trust President that he wants to finish this war, and it's difficult. It's very tough solution. It's understandable why.
While Trump did not rule out providing the long-range Tomahawk missiles Zelensky seeks, Trump appeared cool to the prospect as he looked ahead to a meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin in Hungary in a matter of weeks. After speaking with Zelensky for more than 2 hours, Trump issued a stern call to both sides on social media to stop the killing and make a deal. Trump's move to re-engage with Putin, a strategy that has frustrated Kiev and some European allies in the past, cast a shadow on the U.S. president's otherwise cordial exchange with his Ukrainian counterpart as they spoke with reporters ahead of a private lunch. Trump said the two leaders would discuss his call the previous day with the Russian president. He portrayed himself as a mediator between the two warring forces, despite the fact that Russia invaded Ukraine in 2022. After the talks, Zelensky told reporters he did not want to talk about long-range missiles, saying the U.S. did not want escalation and that he was realistic about his chance of getting them.
The United Nations and U.S. announces fresh sanctions on a former Haitian palace security chief and the leader of a downtown Port-au-Prince gang as the UN Security Council voted unanimously to renew its sanctions regime.
The sanctions target Bel Air gang leader Kempis Sanan and Dimitri Herard, who headed palace security at the time of President Jovenel Moise's 2021 assassination and escaped prison during a mass jailbreak last year.
These sanctions are key components of a broader international effort to promote peace and stability in Haiti and within the region. Just a few weeks ago, this council passed a resolution for a gang suppression force in a UN support office. These measures will restore security in Haiti and bring gangs to their knees.
Sanan leads the Bel Air gang, which controls a part of downtown Port-au-Prince that has seen some of the worst violence, including a series of massacres perpetrated by an alliance of gangs led by Jimmy Barbecue Cherizaire. The area had historically resisted Cherizaire's alliance, now known as Viv Ansam, but after Sanan took control, he joined it. Herard has, since his 2024 escape, faced rumors of involvement in drug trafficking, a key source of funding for gangs, but has in recent video messages denied these accusations.
Moving on to sports, Manchester United manager Ruben Amorim welcomes the backing of co-owner Jim Ratcliffe, but said it did not ease the pressure of needing to turn around his side's fortunes quickly.
Ratcliffe said during the international break that Amorim should be allowed the full 3 years of his contract to prove himself at Old Trafford despite a tough first year in charge. Amorim has never won back-to-back Premier League games and has only 10 wins from his first 34 in charge ahead of the clash against champions Liverpool at Anfield. That record has left him under pressure, but Ratcliffe, who appointed him last year, offered some reassurance in an interview with The Times last week.
He tell me all the time, sometimes with a message after games. But I know, and Jim knows that football is not like that. So the most important thing is the next game. You cannot control, even with owners, you cannot control the next day in football. So I know that, but it's really good to hear that. Also because of the noise, but he tells me, and Omar and Jason tell me that all the time.
Few will expect them to win at Anfield for the first time since 2016 in what is the 100th clash between the old rivals at Liverpool's ground, even if Liverpool are on a run of 3 defeats in all competitions. Lisandro Martinez is not yet ready to return as he recovers from a knee injury, while Nosair Mazraoui is doubtful.
A team of Argentine paleontologists uncovers one of the oldest known dinosaurs, a nearly complete skeleton of a long-necked herbivore that lived approximately 230 million years ago.
The discovery was made in the remote Quebrada de Santo Domingo, located in La Rioja province at over 3,000 meters above sea level, according to the CONICET, or National Scientific and Technical Research Council, Argentina's public organization dedicated to promoting science and technology. The new species, named Hoerocursor jaguensis, dates back to the late Triassic period, a time marked by major evolutionary shifts in terrestrial ecosystems and the emergence of early dinosaurs and mammalian ancestors. The fossil was found in a previously unexplored geological basin, offering a rare glimpse into a time when Earth's biodiversity was rapidly expanding. The research team, composed of scientists from Argentina's National Scientific and Technical Research Council, or CONICET, recovered a remarkably well-preserved skeleton, including parts of the skull, a complete vertebral column, and both forelimbs and hind limbs. The specimen's anatomical features, particularly its elongated neck and relatively large size, suggest an early and rapid development of traits that would later define the sauropodomorph lineage, which includes some of the largest land animals to ever exist. The fossil was excavated by a multidisciplinary team from institutions including CLIRAR, the Museo Argentino de Ciencias Naturales, and several national universities.
And that's all the news we have for today. We'll be back with any further updates. Until then, I'm Abdullah Ahil from PSM News.